Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. The topic of today's video is researching before you go to an event or a conference specifically. It's a little bit easier to do with a conference. Sometimes it's easy to, if you're just going to an open house or a networking event, but it's always pretty easy if you're going to a conference. All right, so let's get in and talk about that. But first, I want to remind you that if you are looking for networking tips and strategies, you can find a whole bunch of them in my book called How to Feel Comfortable, Confident, Courageous at Networking Events. That is available at zenrabbitbook.com. Okay, for those of you who don't know, my name is Lori Seitz, and clients come to me when they feel like they're missing out on opportunities. And the opportunities, for example, to find new clients or get referrals or get put on to really cool projects or opportunities to find a new job or to get promoted. And the reason they're missing out on those opportunities is because they're not good at networking. So they don't have a strong network. They don't have or maybe they have a big network, but it's not a strong network. Whatever the reasons are, we put together a strategy to make that network effective and put it to work so that they can find all the opportunities that they want to. All right. So the topic, as I mentioned, is about doing your research before you go to a conference. I am getting ready to go down to Miami for Grant Cardone's 10X event. I'm getting on the plane tomorrow morning. I am packing. I always leave packing to the last minute. So I'm still not completely packed, not packed at all, really. I got stuff laid out on the bed. But what I have gotten done is I have done some research on who else is going to the event. I shot a video, put it up on YouTube. I had somebody respond there that they were going to the event. I've also talked about it on LinkedIn. I've talked about it on Facebook. And I've reached out to other people that I've seen talking about the Grant Cardone 10X event and made connections with these people. This is a bunch of people I don't know. And now I'm connected to them. I've got some of their cell phone numbers. And I am planning to put together a little bit of a meetup on, I don't know, one of the nights. We'll figure it out. But so that we can all get together and meet. And that's what I recommend for my clients to do too. If they're going to a conference, it can be really intimidating. The Grant Cardone event, he's expecting to fill Marlins Park, 35,000 people. That's a boatload of people. And that can be really overwhelming if you don't feel comfortable networking. Even if you do feel comfortable networking, that's just an overwhelming number of people to be surrounded by. So it makes sense to see if you can connect with some people before you get to the event. Before I say the next thing, I don't want to forget to remind you about the book, How to Feel Comfortable, Confident, and Courageous at Networking Events. I talk about this and a whole bunch of other tips and strategies in there. You can find it at zenrabbitbook.com. Okay, so back to the story about finding people. Who else is going to an event before you get there? And can you connect with them online before you get there? And then maybe arrange to meet up once you're there. So you don't feel so alone. You are already making connections before you get there. And it makes it a little bit more comfortable to walk into that kind of environment, especially, like I said, if you don't know and if you're not going with anyone else, or you just feel uncomfortable about going up and starting conversations with people you don't know. This is a way to start a conversation online and get to know the person a little bit before you even get there. And then you have someone or a couple of someones to look for and connect with once you are all at the event. I did this actually back when I was running my old business. I was going to the Fancy Food Show in San Francisco, which is a ginormous show that has something like, I don't know, I think there's like 35,000 people that go to that one too. And I was going to that one completely by myself. At least the Grant Cardone event, I'm going with a couple of friends that I'm sitting with. So it's not like I'm walking into that completely alone. But the Fancy Food Show, I went totally by myself. I didn't know anyone else who was going to be there. But I did the online research thing, and actually that one, there was a hashtag that people on Twitter were talking about, and they were talking about setting up a meetup, and just like I'm talking about doing for this event. And so I was able to connect with some people before the event, and then again, once I got there, I had the opportunity to meet them in person, and it wasn't as intimidating as if I hadn't known anyone. So that's my tip for today. If you're going to a conference, going to any kind of networking event, see if you can see who's talking about it online before you get there, and then start a conversation with them online and make arrangements to meet up with them in person once you get there. Get their phone number, their email address, if you can connect, and do it through Messenger on Facebook, or message on LinkedIn, or however you want to do it. But make a concerted effort to find out who's talking about the event, and or put it out there yourself, talk about it yourself, and invite people to comment or contribute if they're going. That's the way to do it, I think. So I will talk with you tomorrow. Catch you next time. Again, before I forget, the book, How to Feel Comfortable, Confident, and Courageous at Networking Events, is available at zenrabbitbook.com. Take care. Bye.